Hi everyone, welcome to this on-demand training for Bookshare. This is a refresher for you in case, since you've been working with students and busy on a lot of other things, that since you had your last training on Bookshare, you've kind of forgotten or gotten rusty on how to add students into Bookshare who are currently not enrolled, or assign books to students in Bookshare, share those books, or even to help parents to access Bookshare materials at home. The best way, or one of the ways to access Bookshare, is through bookshare.org. Now here, your login is your Plymouth Canton email address. And if you have yet to receive a Bookshare login, please contact the Assistive Technology Department or our site coordinator, and they'll be able to set you up with an account. So when you first log in, you'll know that you're logged in because this taskbar will say your taskbar, and this says that this is my taskbar. Any information about yourself is included in your My Account information, but what you're usually going to go to first is your organization and your members. This list here will show you all the students who are currently under your grouping of members. So if your student is not in a list and you need to add them onto a list, you need to add a member. Down here, you can add a student, identify that they are a Plymouth Canton student, what bird that they're at, or sorry, excuse me, what school that they're at, what grade they're in, and a birth date. And you can choose to have them added to your quick list, which would be a list of students that you are maybe on your caseload. You're going to identify what their disability is and if they have an IEP or a 504. If you're questioning about who qualifies for a disability, there is a lot of information on the Bookshare website about who qualifies and who doesn't, and there's a lot of good, valuable information that I couldn't come close to articulating in this short webinar. So after you've added your test or your additional student, now you really want to go and find a book. So I know that many of our 5th grade students read City of Ember, and from here you'll search and come up with City of Ember. Here are all the file formats that are available. You want to be able to download DAISY files. So when you look here, there's an introduction to the book, so you can double check that it is in fact the same book. And then here is where you're going to download the book. You're going to pick which student that you want to assign the book to. So you can choose from your list. You want to choose all members or potentially your quick member list. So you'll select maybe all of your quick members if they're all reading the same book, or 1 or 2 depending on their grade level. And so then you'll use the checkbox to identify that this student should have access to this book, City of Ember. So from the download book, you want to select download again. Now your download password is one that you're going to choose. So I'm going to choose my last name. It's something easy for me to remember. And this is going to be, you don't have to worry about remembering it every time that you download a book in the future. Bookshare reminds you of what your download password is, and this is really just to make sure that the person who's opening the book is actually the person who downloaded the book. So it doesn't matter depending on your computer speed. Sometimes high resolution versus low resolution images can be best. I'm going to choose high resolution images, and I'm going to continue with this download. And as it works, I will wait. When the download is complete, you'll see this download now. From this blue hyperlink, you're going to click on this. It's going to open up this file download box. You're going to choose Save, not Open, Save. From here, you're going to navigate to possibly your G drive where you have your copyright-free text folder and your copyrighted text folder. It's important to remember that copyright text is restricted to students who have been designated eligible to use those copyrighted materials in a digital format. If you have some students or you find a text that is copyright free, it's okay to download and allow any student access to those copyright free text. But any text that is copyrighted must be restricted to the students who have been enrolled and are eligible to receive those texts via Bookshare. So I'm going to choose this copyrighted folder. I have the students, I've created a test student folder for my specific student. I'm going to open that folder and click Save so that it downloads the file directly into that student's folder. From here, I'm going to choose Open Folder. In here you can see that here is the City of Ember for Test Student. You're going to right-click so that you have your big menu, and you're going to choose Extract All. Go ahead and leave this in the same spot. It's just identifying that it's going to extract all the files into the test students folder. Select Extract. Now, depending on your version of Windows or your computer, this might look slightly different, but all of the steps should be very similar. The same prompts should come up. Here, under your password needed, this is your download password. You're ensuring that you are the person who logged into Bookshare and know that you assigned the book to the student. So if you've forgotten, remember that on one of the previous screens when you were preparing to download the book, it reminded you what your download password is that you initially chose. So from here, it's going to open up and show all of these files. Now this is so overwhelming and you don't have to worry about which file do I open. You want to minimize those windows, and you're most likely going to use Read Out Loud to open the text for the student to listen to and to read. So Read Out Loud launches. You're going to choose this e-text choice. It's to add an e-text. It's a small e, red e, with a white paper behind it. So when you click on that, it's going to open up your folder. Navigate to where you saved your student's download file. So I have in my copyrighted text folder under Test Student, here is the book, The City of Ember. You're going to choose the City of Ember that has the XML document file type. Select that, choose Open. It'll process your book and open up the City of Ember. You can see that it has the text, the table of contents, as well as images that are included in the City of Ember. Now from here, when the student is ready to read, if they're on Chapter 1, you can select Chapter 1 and select the Speak button, which will begin reading the text. Chapter 1. Additional information about the functionality of Read Out Loud will be coming in additional on-demand trainings. So if you have questions about Read Out Loud, view one of the Read Out Loud on-demand trainings. For students who are already enrolled in Bookshare or are new to Bookshare, you'll want to make sure to share that information to parents if you haven't yet already, or in case they've forgotten where their enrollment information is, you're able to quickly provide that information for them. From the Bookshare website, you're going to go into your My Organization, and then under the Members. Here you're going to find the student that you want to provide the enrollment information to. Here's the student I want to provide information to. I'm going to check the box next to their name and then click the individual membership form. This is going to open up a PDF document that has their login information as well as any other instructions on how the parents can access Bookshare from home for their students. I hope this on-demand training was helpful for you as a refresher to remind you on the ways that you can download books and assign books to students, as well as provide the information for parents to access the Bookshare site from home. There's a wealth of training information under the training quick links on Bookshare's website, and I would greatly encourage you to view and go through the training materials if you're having trouble finding information about searching or using Bookshare with Read Out Loud. Again, there will be additional on-demand trainings available on Read Out Loud posted on the Plymouth Canton Community Schools, UDL, and Assistive and Instructional Technology website. Thank you for attending this on-demand training.